Hey everybody, how's it going? This is episode 56 of Wrestling with Brent. As usual, I'm gonna just be doing the wrestling reviews. Actually got a lot to talk about in this particular episode because we had a lot of events, this past week. AEW Fighter Fest Night 1 was on Wednesday night. It was great, one of AEW's best shows in my opinion. Um, Also, we had SmackDown. It was the first time back with live fans since the pandemic. Just a heads up, I didn't think it was very good. I know a lot of people did. I didn't really care for it. I thought, except for a couple things, I thought it was pretty lackluster, kind of a letdown. But that's what I expect with WWE nowadays. Um, it wasn't horrible. I mean, it kind of sucked, but it wasn't terrible. It was okay. Whatever. Uh, Also, Impact had Slammiversary. I'm not an Impact fan. I don't usually watch none of their stuff, but I watched this because I needed something to do. I was bored at the time, and they had hyped up a bunch of returns and a bunch of people showing up. And the main event was Kenny Omega against Sammy Callahan for Kenny Omega's Impact title. I said, so I got to see that. Just because Kenny Omega, and I'm a big fan of Sammy Callahan as well, big fan of both of those guys. It was a nerd's qualification match. Quite simply, a little to the hype, was definitely worth it. I really enjoyed the pay per view. I was very surprised. I thought it was very good. So Impact did a really good job with Slammiversary pay per view. So I liked it. Uh, Also, I'm going to be doing the Ring of Honor show for my Saturday. I liked it. I thought it was good. And I'm also going to be reviewing Money in the Bank because that, was a kind of a big pay per view. I thought it was very good. WWE actually had fans back, and I actually thought it was a good pay per view. I enjoyed it. It was nothing great, nothing special, nothing like spectacular, but it was good, WWE, it's what you're going to get nowadays, It was good. I liked it. So, yeah. All right, let's get into it. Best things first, we're going to do the AEW Dynamite Fighter Fest Night 1 results first. Um, Very good show. I loved it. I thought it was one of AEW's best shows I've ever put on. If I had to give it a rating, I'd give it a 8.5 out of 10. I really liked it. Um, so the first match to start the night, we had it was for the IWGP United States Championship. John Moxley, the champion, versus Machine Gun Carl Anderson with Doc Gallows in his corner. Uh, this was a really good match. The crowd was hot for Moxley when he come out. Got a really good pop. That really cool wild theme music from Major League. I like it. I think it suits Moxley well. I know a lot of people said they didn't like it, but I actually like it. It's growing on me. The more I hear it, the more I think, wow, that's really cool. So the crowd popped for him. So, yep. He had Eddie Kingston out with him. Eddie Kingston immediately attacked um, Gallows, so I thought that was cool. And they fought up in the crowd, and it showed them fighting up in the crowd. I thought that was cool. But yes, this was a very good, this was a good match. Machine Gun Anderson looked good. John Moxley looked good. It was very physical in your face. You know how the Moxley matches are. He just kind of street fights every match, and he does his style, things his way. It was a good match. I liked it. It basically ended with Moxley countering Machine Gun Carl Anderson's gun stun move. Um, and eventually Moxley hit the paradigm shift and got the victory. So John Moxley's still your champion, IWGP champion. So John Moxley won. Backstage, Lance Archer cut a promo, and he challenged John Moxley for the title in a Texas Death Match, and that's going to be awesome. That's next week. Can't wait for that. Should be really good. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Alex Abrahantes interviewed Andrade earlier in the day. Andrade said he's looking for Death Triangle. Yeah, so it's a good poem by Andrade. Yep, I liked it. Now, for the next match, Ricky Starks is making his entrance. Ricky Starks, Taz is on commentary, and Hook and Powerhouse Hobbs at ringside. Brian Cage made his entrance. I thought this was a good match. I liked it. Basically ended with what I thought was going to happen eventually. Because they've been teasing Cage is going to leave Team Taz. Starks hit a sit-out powerbomb for a 2 count. Starks went for the title, kept going for the title. Hobbs pulled it away from him. Cage hit an F5 on Starks. Starks kicked out at 2. Hook distracted the ref. Then Hobbs hit Cage with the belt. Starks hit the spear and got the victory. So Ricky Starks is the new FTW champion. I'm a big Brian Cage fan, and I like Ricky Starks too. It's good to see Ricky Starks get a win. His first match back from his neck injury. So it was a good match. I enjoyed it. I liked it. So now it looks like Brian Cage no longer with Team Taz. Like I said, I saw that coming, for several weeks now. Hoping they'll start pushing Cage more as a single star, and not a faction. Maybe push him like a beast that he is physically. Same with Lance Archer. Yep. And Luchasaurus. If they break him up from Jurassic Express, he should be something really good and special and solo. And a single star. Same with Wardlow. They get him out of the pinnacle, away from MJF. So there you have it. Ricky Starks hit the spear on Cage. Ricky Starks is the new FTW champion. Afterwards, Team Taz celebrated at ringside. Cody Rhodes comes out and grabs a commentary headset, cuts a promo on Malachi Black, and shouts at him. This was good. Cody told Malachi Black to come get a closer look. Black was on the screen talking. Cody got in the ring. The lights went out, and Black appeared in the ring. And him and Cody brawled in the ring. And trainers and referees come out and tried to break up the fight. So it was good. I liked it. Good to see Cody. Cody's always good on the mic. Aleister Black was good as well. Commercial break. Out of commercial, Alex Marvez backstage with Tully Blanchard. Santana and Ortiz interrupt, and they threatened Tully. Said they would talk to Spread others. Now look at him. So I liked it. It was a cool little thing, little skit. Little run-in. Next, Tony Schiavone's in the ring. He introduces Hangman Page. Page comes out looking fired up. Tony asks about Omega. Page just cut a promo talking about day one. He wanted to be the AEW World Champion. Yep. Don Callis and the Elite comes out. Says some funny stuff. Don Callis just always so good on the mic. Ethan Page comes out. Sorry, not Ethan Page. Matt Jackson tells Adam Page. Cuts a promo on him. That was good. I liked it. The Dark Order eventually ran out to protect Page. The Elite take off. They basically Omega cut a promo and basically said set up for a match. For stipulation next week. So yep. It should be a really good match. So I like this whole segment. I thought it was good. Commercial break. Back from commercial. Alex Marvez is seen backstage with Jericho. Jericho's cutting a promo. All of a sudden, Sean Spears attacks him. Hit him in the chair with a... hit him in the throat with a chair. So that was cool. Next, we have it for the next match. Matt Hardy makes his entrance out for the next match. Christy Cage is out next. They have their big match. This was a good match. I enjoyed it. Christy Cage got the victory. It was a good, hard-fought match, back and forth. Very physical, in your face, aggressive style action, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good match. Christy Cage got to win. As always, Christy Cage has been putting on really good matches in AEW. So I enjoyed the match, and Matt Hardy did good as well. So Christian Cage is your winner. He hit this kill switch finisher and got the win over Matt Hardy. After that, Private Party run down to attack Christian, but Jurassic Express come out and chase him off. Next, we get a video package from Miro. Miro cutting a promo saying he's God's favorite champion, and he has a hot wife who do the splits. I thought it was funny. I like his promos. I mean, the video package, they're so crazy and out there, and I just enjoy it. Just so off the wall, I enjoy it. He just flies up my seat his pants, and he's just crazy and wild-eyed, and I dig it. I like Crazy Miro a lot. Also, you also notice now, too, in the shot that there's a TNT title is now a white strap. So that's kind of cool, something different. Next, Tony Schiavone is in the ring. He introduced Britt Baker. Britt Baker cuts a promo about on Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose then cuts a promo backstage on her, setting up for that match next week. Then we get a promo from Jon Moxley. It was good. So I liked it. So I liked all the promos and stuff, the Britt Baker and the Nyla Rose and the Jon Moxley promos, I thought they was all good. So, I liked it. And Britt Baker looked beautiful as always. She looked really hot in the ring. Good thing it's her eyes and her makeup she had on. Commercial break. Back from commercial, Willie Utah made his entrance, accompanied by the best friends. Bud and the Blade are watching in the front row. Civic Wars next to a huge reaction. Willie Utah, I've seen him wrestle on Dark some here lately in AEW, and I've seen him wrestle some in Ring of Honor. He's really got a lot of talent. He's a good wrestler. I like him a lot. Also, a big fan of Civic War. I like him a lot too. He's one of my favorites. This was a very good match. I enjoyed it. It ended up being a back and forth match. Yuta got some offensive, but Guevara really shined. Really good match. Yuta hit a missile drop kick, a German suplex, huge splash from the top. Guevara kicked out at one. Guevara no-sailed some of Yuta's strikes. Chops and a back body drop. Guevara hit an enziguri, hit a nice springboard cutter, and hit his finishing move, the GTH, which is basically his version of CM Punk's Go to Sleep. But he called the GTH. Sammy Guevara beat Freddie Yeehaw, so it was a good match. I liked it. Not Freddie Yeehaw, I'm sorry, Willie Utah. Willie Utah. Sammy Guevara is your winner. After the match, Sammy Guevara showed respect to Utah. Then we have Tony Schiavone backstage with the factory. QT pours his drink of Schiavone's head, pours a drink on Schiavone's head after Schiavone asked him about his loss. So I like this little segment. It was good. I like QT. I think he's good on the mic and promos. I enjoy him personally. So this was good. Next was the women's match. Before it makes her entrance, she looked beautiful, hot as always. She looked really beautiful. And then Yuka Sakazaki made her appearance for the first time in 16 months. This was a good match. I liked it. It was a good women's match. It was nothing great, never spectacular, but it didn't need to be. It was a good match. It wasn't horrible or anything. Was a good match. Penelope looked beautiful. She did a good job. So did Yuka Sakazaki. She did a good job as well. Basically ended up with Sasaki getting an airplane spin and hitting the Magic Girl splash on Penelope Ford. So she beat Penelope Ford. So Yuka Sakazaki got her first win coming back in AEW and after 16 months. So congratulations to her and sucks for Penelope. I hope Penelope gets a big run here soon. So yep. I love Penelope. She's one of my favorite women wrestlers. Yep. So, but I like Yuka Sakazaki as well. So it was a good match. So Yuka Sakazaki won. After that, they do a video package for the new AEW show Rampage. Commercial break. Back from commercial. Justin Roberts going over the rules of a coffin match. Next, we have the main event, the coffin match, Darby Allin vs. Ethan Page. This was a very good match. I really enjoyed it. Come down to Allin hitting the stunner. Page hit his ego's edge from the top on the steel steps. Allin gauges the eyes of Page, looks at him. Allin gouged him eyes. Allin took his skateboard and jumps from the top onto Page's back. Page Page fell into the coffin. Allen closed the coffin to get the win. Darby Allin won. Also, Scorpio Sky won the match first before the match started. Scorpio Sky come out of the coffin and attacked Darby, so that was cool. But anyway, Darby Allin beat Ethan Page. It was a really good match. I really liked it. After the match, Darby Allin jumped off the top rope and jumped through the coffin and broke it. Yep, so that was cool. And at the end, it broke the lid off the coffin, and at the end, Dynamite ended with the crowd chanting Darby. So I thought that was really cool. So yeah, like I said, I thought this was one of AEW's best shows. I thought it was a really good show. I really enjoyed it. I give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was very good. I really enjoyed it. So another great show by AEW. All right, now let's go into the Impact Slammiversary episode. Like I said, I really enjoyed this pay-per-view. I thought it was very good. I thought all the matches were good. I had trouble getting watching the first match, so I missed part of it, but I saw the end of it. From what I saw, it was good. That was the X Division Championship Ultimate X match. Josh Alexander versus Ace Austin versus Raheem Raju versus Trey Miguel versus Ppvs versus Chris Bay for the X Division Championship. Josh Alexander won. He retained his title. Next, Downcast come out cutting a promo outside the locker room. That was good. The next match was Brian Myers and Tenero Dashwood versus Matt Cardona, and he had a mystery partner who was actually come out. It was Chelsea Green. They're engaged in real life. I'm a big, like I said before, I'm a big Chelsea Green fan. Like I said in my last video. I also like Brian Myers. I like Matt Cardona, and I like Tenero Dashwood. She was Emma in WWE. Yeah. But yeah, this was a good match. I liked it. They all done good. Chelsea Green done really good. She looked beautiful. She looked hot. Chelsea Green didn't look rusty at all. Anything like she didn't miss a step. Not competing in so many days. She did a really good job. Basically came down to Green hitting the destroyer on Brian Myers, and it looked really cool. And Brian Myers sold it well, and it looked really vicious and nasty. It was cool. Chelsea Green hit a low blow on Tenille Dashwood. Thought that was funny. And then she hit her unprettier victory. Basically, Christian Cage's move for the win. So Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green won. After that, Cardona and Green celebrated in the ring. And I've come to find out reading Chelsea Green, they said this must be the one-off night. So Chelsea Green apparently is not, as of right now, is not officially in Impact. It's just a one-time thing. So, but it was cool seeing her, and they made a good team, and it was a good match. I liked it. Next, get a video package about the next match. The next match is Eddie Edwards versus William Morrissey. I thought this was a good match. They both done a good job. They both looked good. William Morrissey, the formerly Big Cat, they look like a beast. Yep, he's been undefeated in Impact, if I'm not mistaken. It was a good, hard-fought match, but Morrison basically hit his huge powerbomb and got the 3. So W. Morrissey got the win. He's still undefeated in Impact. Next, we get a promo backstage from Moose. Yep, it was good. Next, we get a video of a painter painting a canvas. The words are Drama King in it. And then come to find out it's the former Aiden English from WWE. He knows about Drama King Matt. So Aiden English is now in Impact. Yep. Impact's interviewing a super fan. Madman Fulton and Sheba interrupt. They argue with the ref. Finn Juice shows back up the team of David Finlay and Juice Robinson. So the next match was Finn Juice versus Madman Fulton and Sheba. It was a good match. It was good to see Finn Juice back. They make a good tag team. They're both good wrestlers by themselves. So it was a good little match. Finn Juice got the win. Next, we get another video package for Chris Sabin against Moose. Moose had a really cool entrance. Chris Sabin's out next. This was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. Chris Sabin did a really good job. Moose did a good job. Surprisingly, Chris Sabin beat Moose. He got him a victory roll. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. So Chris Sabin got the 3 count with victory roll over Moose. Yep. It's a good match. The next match is the Good Brothers against Rhino and Joe Darling, coming by Violet by Design in the final team out. Violet by Design. It's for the Impact World Tag Team Championship. I enjoyed this match. Thought it was good. Rich Swann and Willie Mack was also in it. Yep, and also No Way, formerly No Way, who's in WWE. He was a surprise appearance, and he did a good job on the match. Still had the same gimmick in WWE, the stupid, goofy dance gimmick. But I always thought he had talent, even though they made him, stupid and everything. But he has talent. He's a good wrestler. Yep. I was also told his appearance was also a one-off. Yep. But it was cool to see him. But anyway, this was a good match. Have new Impact World Tag Team Champions. The Good Brothers got the win. Anderson hit the gun stun. Good Brothers hit the Magic Killer on Rhino, and they got the pinfall victory. So, new Impact World Tag Team Champions are the Good Brothers. Yep. So, it was a good match. Backstage, Kenny Omega did a promo and stared at the camera. That was good. The next match was for the Impact Knockouts Championship. I did a video package. The video package was good. Deonna Purrazzo, and she had a surprise opponent. She said anybody could come, and she called it everybody and anybody. To my surprise, it was Thunder Rosa. I love that. I'm a huge Thunder Rosa fan. She's one of my favorite women wrestlers. She's beautiful, hot, and just a great wrestler. Seems like a really nice, sweet person. Just a big fan of hers. She's great. I like Deonna Purrazzo as well. This was a really good match. Very hard, heavy, physical. Thunder Rosa just always comes straight at you and just never stops. She just keeps going. I love her aggressive style, the way she wrestles. She does a lot of cool moves in that running drop kick. She hits it with so much force. It looks so awesome. But Deonna Purrazzo is more technical. Thunder Rosa is very technical. So is Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo is very technical. This was a good match. I enjoyed it. Come down to Purrazzo hitting a boot to the face, and then she hit a Queen Gambit move, and Queen Gambit is what she called it, and got the victory. So she's still the champion. Deonna Purrazzo beat Thunder Rosa. Still the Women Impact Knockouts champion. So, yep. After that, Mickie James Music Hits comes up with a microphone saying she wants Deonna Purrazzo to be in the NWA women's pay-per-view that Mickie James putting together. Deonna Purrazzo basically says no, and they cuts a promo on Mickie James, talks, jumps to her, and smacks her. Yep. And I'm sorry, Purrazzo didn't attack Mickie. Mickie attacked Purrazzo after Purrazzo basically told her no and told her to go away, and Mickie hit her with the mid kick. So they're both beautiful. Mickie James is good to see her, and she did a good job. As far as I know now, too, what I've read, they said the Mickie James return was a one-off, too. I believe so, yep. But it was cool to see her again. Mickie James, big fan of hers, always been a fan of hers. Mickie James, I love her. She's awesome, and she's like a nice person, and she's a good wrestler. I've just always been a fan of hers. And I like Deonna Purrazzo. I think she's a good wrestler, and I'm a fan of hers as well. Next, they did a really cool video package for the main event. Don Callis come out with his own commentary. He did a really good job. Said some funny stuff. Next match was the Impact World Championship. No DQ match. Kenny Omega versus Sami Callihan. It was a very good match. It was very bloody, very physical. I really enjoyed it. Sami Callihan brought out a pizza cutter and cut Kenny Omega's head open. Kenny cut his open with it. They was hitting each other with spoons and putting each other through tables, using chairs, using ladders, using every little thing you could think of. Just a really fun, really great match, competitive match. Thumbtacks got involved. They were slamming each other on thumbtacks and putting thumbtacks in their mouths and kicking them. Kenny Omega at one point put thumbtacks in Sammy Callahan's mouth and hit him with the V trigger. Eventually, Kenny Omega hit him with another V trigger. Then Omega eventually hit the one-winged angel on the thumbtacks to Sammy Callahan. And Kenny Omega got the 3. It was a really good match. A couple times it made it seem like Sammy Callahan was going to get a surprise win. But it was a very good match. I really enjoyed it. A great match. I really enjoyed it. Really good match. So really good main event. Definitely lived to the hype. And Kenny Omega keeps showing you why he's such a really good wrestler. He puts on great matches with anybody he's in the ring with. And Sammy Callahan did a really good job as well. So a very good match. Fan of both of them. A very good match. I really liked it a lot. After the match, like I said, Kenny Omega won. After the match, Omega celebrating with the Good Brothers and Don Callis. All of a sudden, the lights go out. Bullet Club music hits. Jay White comes out from out of nowhere from New Japan. Jay White shows up. Jay White circled the ring, face down Omega. And they're often too sweet. After that, all of a sudden, Slammiversary went off the air. And I believe Impact done this on purpose. But coming to find out afterwards, they said somebody interfered. I believe it was Finn Juice interfered in the ring and interfered the little breakup. And Jay White hit the Blade Run on one of them and left. And that's how Impact went off. That's how Impact lost. So it was cool to see Jay White in Impact. I was very surprised and to see what he does next in Impact. Yeah. So even though a lot of the returns was I heard was one-offs, you're not really sure what to believe of the rumors, but just with the surprise returns, people that showed up, and I thought all the matches was good and everything. This was a really good show. I was really surprised, and I thought it was a very good show. So Impact did a really good job with this year's Slammiversary. I thought it was very good. I wouldn't say it was good as the Ring of Honor. But I'd give it maybe a 7.5 out of 10. It was a really good show. I really enjoyed it. So Slammiversary I thought was really good. Yep. So that's all for Slammiversary. Now, real quick, I'm going over the Ring of Honor results from Saturday's show, Ring of Honor TV. I thought it was a really good episode. I enjoyed it. First match, we had Ray Horse against Freddie Yeehaw, two of my favorite wrestlers. It was very good. Like I said, I've been a fan of Ray Horse for years when he was in Lucha Underground as Dragon El Tegra. Ray Horse beat Freddie Yeehaw. It was a good match. Ray Horse always puts on entertaining matches. He could fly around and do all that crazy stuff. Just a really fun match. I liked it. Good opener to a show. The next match, we had Mandy Leon versus Quinn McKay. I thought this was a good match. I liked it. I was pulling for Quinn McKay, but Quinn McKay looked beautiful. But Mandy Leon got the win. She beat Quinn McKay. But it was a good match. I liked it. And then the main event was Shane Taylor Promotions. Shane Taylor, Con Moses, and O'Shea Edwards against the Foundation, Jay Lethal, Red Tights, Tracy Williams, and Joe Keys. This was a really good match. I liked it. Shane Taylor looked like a beast. Shane Taylor got some really good, his really good punches in. A couple times during the match, he got a punch on Jay Lethal, and it looked awesome, and knocked Jay Lethal plumb out the ring. It was funny. Caprice put someone really sold it and said, it was like, oh my God, on commentary. It was funny. But yes, good match. I enjoyed it. Chantel Emotions got the win. Yep. So good match. I liked it. This was another good Ring of Honor show. I enjoyed it. So Ring of Honor keeps putting out banger shows. So I enjoyed it. It was a good episode. I give it a 6 out of 10. So it was a good episode. I liked it. All right, next, really quick, I want to review Money in the Bank. Just go through it quickly. The rumor was Becky Lynch was going to show up either Money in the Bank or Raw. Quick little spoiler, none of that happened. She never showed up. WWE just used that to get ticket sales. try to get people hyped up for the pay-per-view. But this was a good pay-per-view. I liked it. Like I said, nothing I thought on it was bad. I thought all the matches was good. First match on the pre-show was the Uso vs. Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. Thought this was a good match. I enjoyed it. I liked the Mysterio's new entrance with the mask and stuff. But it came down to the Usos got the victory. So the Usos are the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So there's that. But it was a good match. I liked it. All right, first match of the main card was the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Asuka versus Naomi versus Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross versus Liv Morgan versus Selena Vega versus Natalya and versus Tamina. I thought this was a good match. I thought all the women looked beautiful and hot in the match, especially Alexa Bliss. She looked so hot. Nikki Cross was in the match as well. This was a good match. The ending was kind of goofy and silly, but it was okay. It wasn't the worst ending I've ever seen to a ladder match. Basically came down to all six going for the cage at the top of ladders. Nikki Cross ran in and climbed up the ladder with Liv on her side of the middle ladder. Nikki Cross unhooked the briefcase and stand tall with it, while the other six skipped on the bar at the top of ladders. They were all shots across and announced the winner. Yep, so there was that. Nikki Cross won the Money in the Bank women's ladder match, so congrats to her. Backstage, the Usos celebrating with Roman Reigns. Backstage to do a little promo, a little interaction. It was good. The next match was for the Raw Tag Team titles, the Viking Raiders versus AJ Styles and Omos. It was good. I thought they did a good job. AJ Styles and Omos won. Omos lifted Eric and slammed him with a big two-hand choke slam. And so Omos got the pinfall victory. So they beat the Warriors. They're still the champions, Raw champions. After the match, Edge and Omos celebrating. Edge and Omos basically stood tall with the towers as the Viking Raiders recovered. Next, Kevin Patrick is backstage with Drew McIntyre. He gets hyped up and goes on a talk about he's going to win the Money in the Bank. Yeah. Next, we got a video package. The next match was the WWE title match. Kofi Kingston versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley got the win. He pretty much beat the crap out of Kofi. But it was a good beatdown. Bobby Lashley needed a match like this. Yep. Come down to Lashley basically manhandling Kofi with the hurt lock. Kofi couldn't even stand up at that point. Referee called the match. Kofi failed to get any offense in. So Bobby Lashley's still your champion. Yep, so it was a good little squash match. I liked it. It was a good match to make Bobby Lashley look strong, and they certainly did that because Lashley needed one of these matches badly, in my opinion. After the match, the crowd acted shocked. Lashley music hit, and he stood over Kofi. MVP brought the belt in and put it around Lashley's waist. Lashley hit the corner of the pose while Kofi still laid out face first on the mat with the referee checking on him. Lashley made his exit and the MVP followed. So, yep. Back for a quick break, and then we got a promo for about tonight's women's title match. So it was good. Now the match starts. The Raw Women's title match, Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. I really enjoyed this match. I thought it was Rhea Ripley's best match since she's been to the main roster. They hadn't done much with her on the main roster, but I thought she did a really good job here. Charlotte Flair did a really good job. I thought this was a really good match. My favorite match of the whole night. I was just really into it. A very good match. Had a lot of near falls. But it came down to Charlotte Flair. She got the victory and she beat Rhea Ripley. So Charlotte Flair is still the women's champion. Charlotte Flair is the new women's champion. Yep, for now. So really good match. I really liked it. Back from commercial. After that, get a little skit backstage from Matt Riddle. Peacock had a huge outage, so I didn't get to see that part. A lot of people was complaining was that worldwide outage, so I missed part of that promo and the interaction backstage. But it led into the next match, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Riddle versus Kevin Owens versus King Shinsuke Nakamura versus Ricochet versus McIntyre versus Morrison versus Biggie versus Seth Rollins. I like this match. Thought it was good. Big E ended up winning. So good for him. Happy for him. Yep. Seth Rollins cut a promo backstage. It was good. Now we have the final match, the main event. WWE Universal title match, Edge versus Roman Reigns. This match was very long, very slow at times, but once it got going, this was a really good match. They told a really good story, both did. A very good match. I really enjoyed it. Had a big fight built to it to deliver up to the hype. It was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. Come down to Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins come out and interfered. Roman Reigns took advantage and hit Edge with a spear and got the victory. So Roman Reigns is still your champion. Still the Universal Champion after the match. Reigns recovers and his music hit. Rollins come back and snapped and beat the crap out of Edge. All of a sudden, at the end, Cena comes out and stands in the ring against Roman Reigns across from him and does the "You can't see me, you can't see me" thing. Yep, so that was kind of a shock to see Cena back. Yep. So all in all, I thought this was a good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. Yep. And also, I hadn't watched Raw yet, but I just saw the highlights on Raw. We had some returns. Keith Lee returned. He lost a open title match to Bobby Lashley. Karen Cross made her main roster debut. He lost in a really quick match to Jeff Hardy, which I was shocked by. Yep. So there's that. Becky Lynch did not return again. At the end of Raw, they had a rematch for the women's title. Rhea Ripley again versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair beat Rhea. Charlotte Flair took a belt and basically walked off and got disqualified and hit Rhea with the belt and got disqualified. Charlotte Flair is still the champion. After that, Nikki Ash come out with her money in the bank contract, cashed it on Charlotte. USA Speed went off, so I didn't see what happened, who won. Last I saw, Nikki got in the ring, was getting the referee in the ring, getting the coach in the ring, and they was ringing the bell. And then USA cut the feed off. But everybody on Twitter and YouTube was saying that Nikki Ash did get the win. And I saw a picture that they had tweeted out WWE with Nikki Ash, holding the title and getting the win over Charlotte. So congratulations for her. Nikki Ash is the new women's champion on Raw. So, yep. This was a good show. Like I said, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. Just another really good, solid week for wrestling. I enjoyed the shows. I thought they were all good. Yep. So this is another really good week of wrestling. See you all guys here next week for the next review. Hope y'all liked it. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. Happy wrestling. See you. Bye.